Let's just jump straight into this. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we are looking at the absolute bleeding edge of personal computing. We're talking about the top 3 fastest laptops in the world for 2026. These are the heavy hitters, completely redefining what portable technology can actually pull off this year. So get comfortable, and let's unpack the absolute fastest tech on the planet.
Now, what's really interesting right out of the gate is how perfectly our source material captures the reality of shopping for this kind of top-tier tech. They said it's, quote, the only place where your wallet gets scared. I mean, we've all been there, right? You start looking at those highest-end specs, the cutting-edge processors, and suddenly your bank account starts sweating. But look, there's a real reason these machines demand that kind of premium, and that is exactly what we're going to break down today as we explore the true pinnacle of the market.
Welcome to the Speed Zone. Fasten your seatbelts. We are analyzing laptops that are so outrageously powerful, our source actually jokes that they finish your assignments before you even open Microsoft Word. We're totally stepping out of the realm of normal consumer electronics today. Finding this much tech greatness compiled into one definitive list, well, it's rarer than a charger that never disappears. So let's break down the specific profiles and the raw, unadulterated power of these 3 mechanical titans.
Number 3. The Beast. Pure muscle.
We are kicking off this global speed countdown with a machine that absolutely does not know the meaning of the word subtle. Coming in at number 3.
The Asus ROG Strix Scar 18. And I absolutely love how the source describes this machine. They say this beast, quote, drinks pure energy drinks for breakfast. What a fantastic way to visualize hardware. We aren't talking about some minimalist, quiet little office computer here. The Asus ROG Strix Scar 18 is just pure chaotic energy. It's built entirely on the philosophy of maximum wattage, pushing the ultimate thermal limits for maximum output, with zero apologies. If speed had physical muscles, this thing would be flexing them nonstop.
So what do you even do with a machine that chugs energy drinks? Well, the Asus is an absolute workhorse, specifically designed to handle heavy-duty tasks. We're talking intense gaming, 4K video editing, heavy compiling for coding. It's built for the power user who needs their hardware to keep up with intense, continuous, high-demand workflows without breaking a sweat.
Oh, and honestly, probably NASA simulations too. Based on the sheer processing power we're dealing with, it might not even be that much of an exaggeration. The point is, there is virtually no consumer-level task you can throw at the Asus ROG Strix Scar 18 that will slow it down. It is ridiculously overpowered for standard use, which is exactly why it sits firmly at the number 3 spot in the entire world.
But here is where the engineering really shines. You'd think a machine drawing that much power would just overheat instantly or sound like a jet engine taking off, right? But the source highlights that the cooling system is so incredibly strong, the laptop stays calmer than me during free Wi-Fi. I think we can all relate to the utter panic of trying to connect to a spotty free network, but this laptop? Completely unfazed. It channels all that aggressive energy while keeping its internal temperatures perfectly stable. It is practically organized chaos.
Number 2. Illegal smoothness. The M4 Max.
Taking the silver medal, the number 2 fastest laptop on the planet.
The Apple MacBook Pro M4 Max. Now the contrast here is super striking. We are shifting gears entirely. On one hand, you have the Asus ROG Strix Scar 18, which is all about that pure energy drink vibe. It's loud, proud, and muscular. On the other hand, you have the Apple MacBook Pro M4 Max. This machine is defined by a silent, legendary vibe. It's a completely different approach to extreme speed. Instead of brute force wattage, Apple utilized its highly efficient ARM architecture to go for just seamless endurance.
The crucial point here is how Apple actually designed this specific chip. According to the source, it's as if Apple asked, hey, what if we made a laptop faster than people's life decisions, and boom, the M4 Max arrived. Because of that architecture, it effortlessly destroys heavy workflows. We're talking seamless video rendering, massive multitasking without a single stutter, and all forms of high-end creative work. It doesn't just do the job, it completely obliterates the workload before you even notice.
And the result of that efficiency? The source says it so perfectly, it almost feels illegal. The battery life on the M4 Max is literally described as legendary. The fans, almost completely silent. You are getting top-tier, world-beating speed, but without any of the noise, heat, or battery drain that you traditionally associate with high performance. It is so shockingly smooth that your brain almost can't process how it's actually pulling it off. Because of this super unique blend of silent power and battery endurance, it's carved out a very specific fan base. It is absolutely beloved by professional editors, high-level creators, and humorously enough, students pretending to edit documentaries in cafes. Come on, you know exactly the aesthetic we're talking about here. But whether you're genuinely rendering 8K footage or just sipping a latte and checking emails, the M4 Max delivers a user experience that is incredibly refined.
Number 1. The supercomputer, the king.
All right, it is time for the ultimate climax of this explainer. Sitting right on the throne at the number 1 spot,
The Alienware Area 51M Ultra. The source introduces it with this beautiful paradox. Quote, "This laptop is not a laptop." Just let that sink in for a second. To actually understand the fastest portable machine in the world, you have to throw away your entire definition of what a laptop even is. We are no longer talking about standard consumer tech. We have crossed a boundary into something entirely different.
So what makes the Alienware Ultra the reigning king? Well, it is essentially a portable supercomputer disguised as something you can just carry in a bag. Packed with desktop-class silicon, it delivers literal desktop-level performance. It has enough raw, ridiculous speed to launch every single app on your system at the exact same time without even blinking. It takes the mobility of a laptop and injects it with the soul of a massive stationary workstation.
And this brings us to the perfect metaphor to summarize its absolute dominance. The source states, if laptops were superheroes, this one wears the cape. It stands above the rest, just looking down. It commands respect. The Alienware Area 51M Ultra isn't just participating in the race for speed. It has completely redefined where the finish line is.
Will your laptop freeze? Let's get into our final thoughts. We've seen the chaotic muscle of the Asus, the illegal smoothness of the ARM-powered M4 Max, and the superhero desktop-class supercomputer that is the Alienware Ultra. These three machines represent the absolute ceiling of what technology can achieve right now. So I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought directly from our source material. Will your current laptop freeze just trying to process this information? It's a funny question, but it really makes you look sideways at whatever device you're using right now, doesn't it? These top three machines are pushing boundaries we honestly didn't even know existed. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. Keep learning, keep upgrading, and I will see you in the next explainer.